Good morning everyone and welcome to another track guide coming live, well not really live, but live, from the Nürburgring Nordschleife 24-hour configuration. This is the one where the GP circuit is combined with the actual Nordschleife. As always guys, I am Splashy, also Shane. We're going to get stuck right into it. As you guys can see to the right, I've already done a couple of laps around here, but only one lap that I've actually fully done in this car. We're not going to count that one, obviously, because you guys haven't seen it, but what we're planning on doing today is doing one warm-up lap and then one real good run at this. I'd like to thank... First off, before we go anywhere further, I'd like to thank Michael Adams for this suggestion. This track is going to be really fun. We did a 6-hour stream the other day on Twitch, a 6-hour race that ended up being like 6.5-hour stream of this race in the McLaren 650S. We started in last and we ended up, I think it was second overall. I was going up against GT3 cars, GT2 cars, sorry, and I'm a GT3 car. So it was very hard, very difficult, fuel consumption, tyre wear, all that cool stuff, and we ended up finishing second. We did have a few moments, but that's obviously just, that was always going to happen anyway. But guys, here we are. As always, in the Ford Mustang GR3 car, and you guys guessed it, nothing done to the car. Actually, we may have to change something, and it will be this. That's probably all we're going to be doing. Because down that back straight is going to be absolutely chaotic in 6th gear, and it could possibly over rev. So we're going to that's the only thing that we're going to alter, is the transmission. And that's it. That's it. 310 Ks. That's it. So, here we go. We're coming through the garden chicane at the moment to start this lap. Now, unlike Willow Springs, we're back to the -1 brake balance as we come out of the Garden Springs chicane. Yeah, Garden chicane, sorry. And we have just entered the GP part of the circuit. So, it's going to be a half throttle lap around here. I'm not going to push the car whatsoever until the flying lap starts, and the flying lap will be the only lap that you guys will see at pace, just because this video is going to be about 20 minutes long, just for the simple fact that these laps are like 8 minutes long. So who knows how long this lap, I'll speak English in a minute. Who knows how long this is going to go for. Hopefully not long at all, but hopefully we can get a good lap so it doesn't last long at all, but we'll see what happens. As now, coming down to the hairpin at the GP part of the circuit, very exciting place at night time. These grandstands are absolutely filled to the rafters, bit of fun. Grandstands go right around, it's absolutely insanity. So coming up here, you can get off throttle, you don't have to brake, you can just get off throttle. It is quite easy, up to 4th now. And then there's a shadow that runs across the road. You want to start braking about there, roughly. You can push the car a little bit, but yeah, I don't like pushing the car as much around here. As we come out of the left-right, coming now up to the different chicanes. So there's 2 chicanes here on the GP circuit. There's the GP chicane, which you'll just see in just a moment. I'll slow down for it. The witch's hat's just there to your left, and then you've got the 24-hour configuration chicane, which is these ones here. So 2 different chicanes for 2 different events. And now we get off the GP part of the circuit and into the Nordschleife itself. Now, I don't know any of the names, I only know the Garden Chicane and the 1st and 2nd carousel. So please do be patient with me as I try and just remember corners and whatever else. This will be full throttle through here and still you get here. It's 3rd gear there, and then when you hit that corner there, it'll go into 2nd. Up to 3rd now. You want to stay in 3rd gear when you hit that ripple strip down to 2nd gear. Up to 3rd, and then back down to second, just for that engine braking and a little bit of cornering. With the front brakes too, it'll give you that traction heading into that corner, because that corner can be very notorious for hitting the wall on the right hand side. As we come up to the crest now, sometimes the car gets airborne, a little bit of a lift, and then back full power on the corner through the double apex right corners. As we reach 6th gear, I'm going to go full throttle down here just to give you an idea on how to take this next left hand turn, as this is a very, very quick section here. Just a little lift, a little bit of throttle as well, and then right at the end of the ripple strip, that's where your braking zone is, down into 2nd gear. Nice and easy on the throttle now, out of the corner, up to 3rd. Ride the strips as much as you want. Also, you got to try and remember which ripple strips you can run over, because there are some really big ones around here. As we go down to 4th gear, down in the 3rd now, let the car glide through, down in the 2nd. Want to take that wide, as you can see, massive ripple strip on the left and right. So those ones you don't really want to be hitting. Up to 3rd now, it's the end of the 18th sector. As we go into 5th gear now, just a quick downshift to 4th, let the car ride through, and then down in the 2nd there, let the car over rev just that little bit. With the front ballast on to -1, you will get the grip coming into some of these corners here. If you feel like that it is giving a little too much grip in your understeering, just that little bit, just put it down to even brake ballast. Very complicated part of the circuit right here, this triple apex. 4th gear around there. Down in the 2nd now, before this slow section. 2nd gear. Don't ever go to 1st gear. Unless if the game suggests to go to 1st gear, don't ever do it unless it's like a really tight hairpin, like the one at Deep Forest is. Down in the 2nd once again. So we go up the hill now. A little snap of oversteer there on the exit. Just got on the power a little too soon there. Ride this up to 5th now. Now you can't, it's very hard to remember some parts of the circuit to remember your brake balance. If you got your brake point, sorry. If you guys don't have the braking line on, or the track line, it's really hard to judge on when to go into the braking zone or whatever else. The braking, there's a assist that you can have on, and it's the actual braking zone itself, and it will tell you where to brake and whatever else, which is quite cool. But having that off, it's a whole different ball game. As we'll stay in 4th gear, that's usually a 5th gear corner there, sorry. And yeah, with the track guide as well, the track line usually keeps you in the middle of the circuit, which is not what you want. As we hit 2nd gear now, coming up to the 1st carousel, as we take this late apex right-hander. And for the carousel, guys, you just want to throw her in there. Not like that though. Not like that. We're not going to do that in the next lap. But you want to ride the concrete the whole way through there. Not 1st gear either. Just the rear end skipped up just that little bit off the road. As you want to stay in 4th. Down into 3rd now, up the hill. Stay in 3rd. That big ripple strip on the right. You don't really want to hit that one either because of how big it is, and you will hit the wall on the left hand side. This part here is honestly my favourite part of the whole circuit. It's just a windy road in 3rd gear, and it's so fast too, up to 4th gear now, back down to 3rd. There's again another big ripple strip on the right. You don't want to hit that either. It's quite deceiving, some of these ripple strips, as we hit 2nd gear up to 3rd now. I call this YouTube corner. I'm not sure if that's what it is called in real life, but this is YouTube corner. And if you want to know what YouTube corner is, just type in on your search bars Nordschleife crashes, and most of them are done at that corner there. So, and that's like with track days and whatever else. Another exciting part of the circuit here, there's a crest right here. You want to hit it while you're in the air. Let the car bounce up on 2 wheels, up on the rears, and just smack it down. It's another exciting part of the track as we go airborne once again. Front tyres lifting off the circuit. 5th gear through here. It will start revving in 5th, but that's alright. Down to 3rd now, and now down in the 2nd. You can probably stay in 3rd there as well. That's a massive rev in 2nd gear as we go through the 2nd carousel. It's not as notorious as the first one, but it's there. A bit of concrete on the right hand side. Down in the 3rd now. Now this is where you get about a minute to relax. On a flying lap, that is. A quick minute to relax around here. As this just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Up to 6 now. As we probably would have been close to redlining if we left the gears where they were. As it's still full throttle. Still full throttle. As now we come down into the garden chicane. And guys, that is going to be a lap around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to let you enjoy what it is like to do an extremely quick lap. Oh, not really extreme, but somewhat quick lap as we just screw up the flying lap around here at the Nürburgring Nordschleife 24 hour. Well, there you go, guys. Another great lap at the Nürburgring Nordschleife, an 8:09. That's actually my quickest time around here, except for the Dodge Tomahawk, of course, which I ended up doing in like 3 minutes a couple of weeks ago. That's a pretty solid lap. I'm actually quite happy with that. There was 2 corners that screwed me up. As you can see, going down the back straightaway, I was losing time, and it was the corner before Carousel 2 and Carousel 2 itself. So they were the only 2 corners that we did not nail at all, but still a 2:09.465, a pretty solid lap on my end in this beat up old thing. It's a beautiful looking car, this thing, the Bolo Ford Mustang, which is I can't actually show you, but has Lee Holsworth's name on the side, who I support in the V8 supercars here in Australia. So a pretty solid lap there. I'm actually quite happy with that. If anyone would like to comment down on their fastest lap around here, somewhat using this car with the same transmission layout, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, have a great afternoon wherever you are in the world watching these. I hope you enjoy them as much as what I do to produce them. And if you did, make sure you leave a comment down on a track that you would like to see me do in the near future. Very soon, it will be very soon, I will know that. And if you've liked it, make sure you hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. Not as hard as what you would if you were to say, I don't know, hit your dog if they were to eat your favorite pillow or something, but make sure you hit that like button as much as you can. Also, dislike the video if you didn't like it. It gives me something to work on. But guys, do all that good stuff. Subscribe. Make sure you do subscribe for more content like this coming up very shortly. We're waiting for all these comments to come through, and once we start getting some comments here, there and everywhere, we're going to start producing more videos for you guys. Well, I am, no one else is, I'm the only one here. So but make sure you hit that comment section up on what you want to see and what track you want me to do next. And then maybe in the near future, when all the tracks are done, possibly we could give another car a go, like the Dodge Tomahawk. That could be interesting. We could do that. And if you guys don't know what the Dodge Tomahawk looks like or what it can do, make sure you YouTube that shit. Make sure you do, because that thing is quick. Guys, do all that good stuff. Have a great afternoon where you are, and I will see you all every time. Shut up. Make sure you do all that good stuff, guys, and I will see you all in the next video.